Haaland's blanked in 2 of his last 3 matches, and he's got a difficult fixture against a Fulham side that have got good non-penalty defensive numbers. That's also away from home. Bruno offers very strong competition. He's got the home advantage, and he faces a West Ham side that are ranked second worst for non-penalty defensive numbers, and it's Mateta who faces the team that have got the worst, but that is away from home. Just a quick one before we analyse the data. Today's sponsor is Fantasy 4, where you can win free cash prizes every game week. More on that later. Starting with the non-penalty stats per 90 minutes, even though Haaland's got a difficult fixture, we can't deny that he's got the highest ceiling in the league out of all the players. Mateta's underlying stats are actually really good, they just don't look good in comparison to Haaland's. As for Bruno, we can quite clearly see that he's the most creative player on the shortlist, but he does play slightly deeper than the other 2 players, and we can see that overall in his underlying stats. He does have a higher floor though, because he can get defensive contributions and the potential for a clean sheet point too. All 3 players on the shortlist are on penalty duties. Bruno's a set piece specialist at United. He gets to take direct free kicks, indirect free kicks and corners. Mateta doesn't get to take any of them, and Haaland takes the occasional direct free kick, but no indirect free kicks or corners. As expected, Haaland's got the highest anytime goal scorer odds this game week. Bruno's got the highest anytime assist odds, and when you combine them both together, Haaland's got the best chance of returning, but that's only 1% ahead of Bruno, who's only 5% ahead of Mateta, so it's quite tight this game week. Bruno's got the highest points projection this game week with 7 on FPL Review. He's also got the highest on Fantasy Football Fix with 5.6. He's only 0.1 ahead of Haaland on that data model though. Whilst Mateta's opponents Burnley have conceded the same amount of goals as Bruno's opponents West Ham, they still have a considerably much worse defence. Their expected goals conceded figure is still half a goal more a game. There's still not a lot between the fixture quality because Mateta's away from home, whilst Bruno's got the home advantage. Haaland has to travel away from home, and it's a tricky fixture against that Fulham defence. They're ranked 3rd in the whole league for non-penalty expected goals conceded. This isn't just a one-off either. For those of you who watched my content last season, you might remember that Fulham's defensive numbers were solid then as well. Haaland and Mateta only get 3 days worth of recovery, which isn't ideal, especially with them playing 90 minutes in the last match, but that does also suggest that they are 90-minute men. They do tend to play the full match every single match. Let's see how it goes this game week, but Mateta's got slightly less expected minutes than the other 2 players. It's kind of expected that Bruno's at least the joint highest. He's typically a 90-minute man as well, and he gets an extra day worth of recovery. Realistically, all 3 players are expected to play roughly the full match. If Mateta gets subbed off, it should be quite late on anyway, but he is still the main forward. You can't really replace him in that Palace side. There's no standout captain this game week. Haaland's got the highest ceiling in the league, but he's got a difficult away fixture against a strong Fulham defence. Bruno's playing a bit deeper than I'd like him to, but he's also got an easy fixture with a high floor. Mateta has got a higher ceiling than Bruno, and he does face the worst defence in the league, but he travels away from home and he is slightly more likely to get subbed off just before the end. So process of elimination, I still think Bruno's a really good pick. I like his fixture, and I do like that high floor, but I prefer a higher ceiling. He is playing a bit deeper than I'd like him to, so I don't think he's the type of player who's going to go and possibly get you a hat-trick, and I do think the other 2 players are more capable of that. So I'm left with 2 penalty taking forwards. Mateta is a good player with the best fixture, and Haaland who's the best player with a difficult fixture. A couple of game weeks ago, I went against Haaland and he blanked. I only gained a couple of points from it, but it was just about a success. Now this game week he's got another difficult fixture, and Mateta faces the worst defence in the whole league, still with good attacking numbers, so I think the best captain this game week is Mateta. I'm flying up the ranks, I'm now in the top 100k, I'm probably going to spend 2 free transfers this game week. Make sure you go and watch my team selection video if you've not already. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future content like this. Before you go, make sure you check out Fantasy 4. It's a free-to-play Premier League fantasy app with cash prizes up for grabs every game week. Just pick a keeper, defender, midfielder and forward using the same scoring and deadlines as FPL. If you fancy a free shot at cash every game week, use the Fantasy 4 link in the description to enter your team. This is how my team's looking this game week. I've doubled up on the highest clean sheet odds, so I'm relying on less outcomes, and I've done the same in attack as well. If Haaland scores, there's a good chance Foden's assisted it. Not as much the other way around, but it does increase the chances of both of them landing at the same time. I recommend entering your own team. It's a free shot at money. You've got nothing to lose.